up, everyone? It is your girl GELBEAUTY 87 here, aka Grace, and it's time for another battle of love. So in today's battle, I have the new Nomad Cosmetics Stargazing palette. It's currently what's on my eyes right now, alongside the Ensley Reign Twisted Tea Party palette. So when I did my Why You Don't Need video before the, I think, or was it with the KKW Beauty one? I don't remember. I feel like it's with the most recent one that went up. I told you all that I felt like this palette could be duped by the Ensley Reign Twisted Tea Party palette. But I know that this one cost more than the one from Nomad. So I thought it'd be interesting to try both of them out and see if I can get a similar look, because I feel like they have a lot of similar shades. So I think if I can make a similar look, then maybe you might not feel the need to rush out and get it. I'm actually wearing the Stargazing palette on my eyes right now. I literally just got done filming the video for this, but I wanted to come on and get both of these done now. So excuse my lower lash line. For once I did a lower lash line, then I was like, crap, we gotta review this one. So the lower lash line and this one on this eye, whichever eye I choose to put it on, will have the shade, what shade is that? Carter Observatory. This one right here on the lower lash line, because I had already put that on the lower lash line because I usually because I had forgot that I had to do this one, but that's okay. You know, it's just the lower lash line. Everything else will be from this palette, but this one retails for quite more than this one. And with the Nomad one, you can use code, what everyone said now, you can use code Dion to get a discount on this palette. So this one will only be $53.10 with I think the shipping is free because of the price of the palette, and with taxes it'll be $53.10 because my girl Dion has a code. My girl Dion also has a code with what is it, Ensley Reign Cosmetics, and you can get 10% off with her code as well. I think it's Dion10, or it might be Dion. She posted in her community tab. I try to make sure I find out exactly what it is, but I know she has a code with them because she posted about it. So you can get a code, you can use Dion's code for either one of the brands you choose to purchase from. How about that? My girl Dion doing big things. I told her this idea, so you know, it's turning out to be good so far. But anyway, I'm gonna go off camera and get my life in order. I'm thinking I'm actually just gonna, you know, leave this eye on and try to recreate this look, but I have to see how many colors I have. If I don't recreate it, I'll come back with something else. But I'm feeling like we have enough colors to recreate this one, because there's a purple in the crease. I have the purple. There's the blue. I have the blue. I have this purple blue, the shifting shade for the lid. This shade is really similar to the shade that I put towards the front of the eye with that. And then the only shade I'm concerned about is that inner corner one, but I feel like I can just go ahead and put this one there. So I think we actually going to recreate this look. The only thing I will have to say is the crease shade is going to have to be different, because I use the two lightest shades down here, this one and this one, as my transition shades on this eye. And obviously this palette does not have those. At best I could use this one with a very light hand. So I'm probably going to end up using this one with a very light hand. So I'm going to keep the same eye on to save us some time, mainly save me some time, and go off camera and just take this eye off and come back and we'll do this one. So this will be a much quicker one than it normally is. How about that? Be right back, girl. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, y'all, so let's get into it. We're gonna start off with this shade right here as I transition. I'm gonna try to be as light as possible, because I feel like with the other one you mainly see like the deeper grayer tone that I used after that shade, and I don't want it to be like too warm, so I'm trying to as lightly as possible use the shade, so it can give somewhat of warmth on transition, but still not, you know. And this little Sigma E40 I'm using, but I'm tapping off like just about all that I put on it. It's literally just supposed to kind of like set the eyeshadow primer that's down and be a little bit of a transition, so it doesn't just look like, you know, you're putting on all these harsh colors and there's nothing to be a buffer. So I think I did a decent job, because like you can lightly see it, that it's there, but it's still brighter than the other side, because their tone was more peachy tone and this was more of a like bright, bam, pout in your face, yellowish type vibe. So I'm trying not to do too much, but not, you know. Thank goodness. So it's not like an overpowering yellow, it's just a nice transition like I wanted. So that's perfect. Okay. So now we're going to go into the blue shade called Looking Glass, and the shade we started off with was Surreal. So, in we go with Looking Glass. lighter than the shade in the Nomad palette, so don't be surprised if it looks a little bit lighter. I'm hoping it will oxidize down and be closer to that tone, but it just starts off as a lighter shade, just FYI. So I'm using the A504 brush from BK Beauty. I want to try Angie's brushes, but I just haven't gotten around to trying them yet. There's a couple of like indie brands from YouTubers I need to try. Like, what do you call it? M. Jones came out with her own brand with this nice palette with a whole bunch of doing the Mocha bones. I've been wanting to try that I need to eventually get my hands on, but I'm trying to get through all the Valentine's Day releases before I start on that, and it dropped like a random time during the year. I didn't know if you all would necessarily be interested in it, and I know she's gonna send PR out to some other people, and I wanted to hear what their thoughts were as well for myself before I just went out and bought it. So that's why I didn't rush to get out and buy it. Then I still need to buy Coco Swatch's brands of lipsticks. I haven't bought it yet. Or sorry, lip glosses. She's like me and loves the lip gloss one, so I'm like, I need to buy her whole collection too. So there's a couple of brands that I haven't forgot about that I just didn't get a chance to go out and get yet. What we got next? Cheshire's Secret is the purple shade. So again, both of these shades are lighter than the ones on the other eyes if you haven't noticed. So if you like a more lighter tone when it comes to the shades that are in the crease, I feel like you would like the Ensley Reign palette as well, because as you can clearly see, the ones on the Nomad side are definitely giving a more smoky, deep depth and vibe to the eye look, whereas the ones on the Nomad, the ones on the Ensley Reign side are giving like a lighter, buffer version of it. Like, to me, these are the shades that you would airbrush over the shades on the Nomad side if you wanted to give a lighter effect and have more like a lighter to deeper gradient. That's the best way I can describe it. Go back with a little more blue in the front, just kind of like marry them together a little bit better, just a tad bit more before we go into the black. Now, I'm interested to see how each black is going to be compared to the other black, so that's why I'm over here like trying to do the exact eye look, since I have an exact eye look that actually works out pretty well, which I'm kind of shocked about. I feel like I said before, though, I did a similar look with this palette when I first got it, but I think I incorporated the pinks in here too, and obviously there is no, the pink in here to me isn't matching that one that well, which is why I kind of opted out. So I'm gonna use the shade Rabbit. That's the black shade. To it, this is the BK Beauty 506 brush. No, 206 brush. Okay, so this black isn't as pigmented as the Sigma one. I mean, not Sigma, the Nomad one. In my personal opinion, just trying it out, I feel like this Nomad one just went on more pigmented off the bat. And I feel like this one went on a little bit sheerer. It's a little more of charcoal black, which I feel like the one in the Nomad palette is more of a true black. This is my personal opinion on first impression. I did build up both of them though, but I just feel like this one didn't come off as pigmented as the Nomad one did upon first application. So far, this is what we're working with. I think I want to put a little bit more purple back on the outer V. Just a tad bit, like right over here. Maybe that'll help me be a little more, give it a little more depth too, which is what I'm kind of hoping for. Because I'm telling y'all, to me, this is literally just like the lighter version of this eye so far. That's pretty much all it's given. Like, if you wanted a lighter version, like if you're of a lighter skin tone and wanted lighter washes of the same color and the look I'm giving, I would tell you to get the Ensley Reign. Because so far, that's definitely what it's giving. Let's get some glitter glue on, girl. Make all these decisions. Even though that's very much what it's giving, in my personal opinion. Y'all gotta buy another glitter glue soon, because this one is on its like last leg. But I have that Pat McGrath like stick, if you will, with glitter glue. So worst comes to worst, I can use that at home and then just bring my next glitter glue over here. So I ordered another one. I plan on ordering the new YSL foundation. I mean, not foundation, the YSL fragrance that they came out with. I know Beauty and the Fridge already reviewed it, but I need to get my little grubby hands on it, and then I'm gonna do a roundup of a few fragrances I've tried recently. Once I try that, include my new CA fragrances I got in PR last month, or seriously this month. The month isn't over yet. Even though I feel like January just raced past me, and I was like, where it happened, where did it go? Okay, so now I'm gonna take the shade Bonkers just to start off with. That's the blue to purple shifting shade, and then I'll go on with, what is it, Musica? Is that what that is? So what I did was I took that one along the back part where the purple was, because I wanted it to go onto the black and see if it would make a difference with the pigmentation. So that's why I did it on the Nomad side. So we're just gonna go ahead and do it on this side too. The shade is quite glittery. I feel like that one is definitely more glittery than the one from Nomad, which I find interesting. But I feel like the Nomad one has a deeper or black base to it and giving more, you know, of that sort of pigmentation. Maybe just me, but that's what's giving me when I'm putting it on the eye. So far, as you can see, like you see what I'm saying, like I feel like it gives more sparkle and glitter than the Nomad one does, and it's brighter. So if you don't like the deep dark shimmer of the Nomad one, you might like that one a little bit better. And I'm gonna go for the more magenta shade in front. And as you can see, it definitely brings out more of the fuchsia and all. So I feel like the Ensley Reign ones are just more pigmented when it comes to like the shade, whereas I feel like the Nomad one's a little more subtle, which could explain why the Ensley Reign one costs more than the Nomad one, because it's definitely giving more pigmentation when it comes to the shimmers and the shift and whatnot. Although both these I feel like are giving pretty similar. I feel like the purple to blue shifting one is just giving a little bit more brightness to it. I'm gonna put a little bit more of that here to kind of mirror the colors a little bit more that way, because I feel like it marries together nicer on the Nomad eye than it does on the Ensley Reign eye. I do like the pigmentation overall of the blue to purple shifting shade on the Ensley Reign eye versus the Nomad eye. So far that's what we're working with. I'm gonna add a little more black to the outer V, so that'll be the shade Rabbit. I'll put my eyeliner after the video. Take my pictures for the thumbnail, but yeah, pretty much summing it up, wrapping it up. You're done. Okay, so let's finish with the inner corner shade, which is called Drink Me. It's like lilac-y purplish type shade. So this is the finished eye. So this is our Ensley Reign eye finished, and y'all saw the Nomad one to start off with at the beginning of the video. So let's back her on up and talk about my thoughts as usual, which I have several. So it depends on basically what type of formula and coloring you're looking for with your eye look to determine which palette I feel like you would like. So if you like the lighter, brighter shimmers when it comes to the palette, you don't mind if the black isn't like a truly deep black, and you like the more airbrushed, the lighter colors of the look that I have going on this side, then I think you would prefer the Ensley Reign palette over it. I feel like the shimmers are more impactful, if you will, when it comes to the coloring of them, because I feel like this one deepened down quite a bit compared to how it looks in the pan. That's just my personal opinion, but we could swatch a couple of them now just to see. And then the one in the front I definitely think is giving more pigmentation than the one in the back. So I'm gonna swatch the shimmer side by side so you can get an idea. So I'll do the Nomad ones first, and then I'll do the Ensley Reign ones last. So all the shades as far as we use on the eyes. So this is the Nomad one and Ensley Reign, the Nomad and Ensley Reign, and the Nomad and Ensley Reign. I feel like the Ensley Reigns will just give a little bit more impact when it comes to like the shimmers, and they have more of a wet metallic look. And especially the one that I put on the outer part of the eye, I feel like it definitely has more glitter in it. But I think that might be one of those hollow combs, and that's why it has like the extra glittery finish to it. Don't quote me, I don't remember. You'd have to watch that video that I posted to find out about it. But I definitely feel like the only shades that are similar are the 2 pink to green shifting shades. The rest of them, I feel like in the Ensley Reign palette, they're more impactful. But then again, because they're charging more, I feel like theirs should be more impactful, because it's like there's a higher price point that goes along with what you're paying. So it just depends on which color story you prefer as far as the pigmentation and stuff you saw going on my eyes. I personally prefer the Nomad one a tad bit more, just because I feel like the color story is more, well, I guess cohesive, because I know I like more that this is more of a smoky palette, and the fact that the black is deeper, because I feel like this was a somewhat smoky palette with a little bit of ways to make lighter looks with it, but it's like the black isn't as impactful as the Nomad one. So I feel like I would reach for the Nomad one more than this one, and I would just reach for this one more when it comes to like the single shimmers to go on the lid if I want a more impactful shimmer, and then I want to deepen it up with the Nomad one. So I would definitely pair these together, but if I had to pick between one, I would tell you to go ahead and just get the Nomad one, especially because it's more cost effective as well. And if you don't, like I said, necessarily care about the greens and the oranges in here, then I feel like it would be the perfect one for you. So those are my thoughts when it comes to it. You can use code Dion at either one of these places though, so it's up to you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you're all the diamonds, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you subscribe and be blessed, girl. Bye.